time on the Disney ferry, and it's to Magic Kingdom in Disney World. First time. I got my first time again, everything. Took the day off from driving just to do this. So enjoy the video footage that I share with you right now. Here we are pulling up towards the Magic Kingdom. So far great. It's a real trip. Seeing so many friends on the internet talk about it, and then being here firsthand. It's crazy. It's wild. Tears of joy came to my eyes when I first got here.
For your safety, please stay where you are until your safety guard and the captain is giving you all clear. Because this is a free closing vessel, we do have a tendency to bounce around the vessel. If you are standing or sitting on the stairs, we ask that you please clear the stairway. Everyone else, please remain where you are until we've completed our job. Once again, please clear the stairway. You will be given an all clear with distinct travel stairs at door 2. Por favor, manténganse alejados de las escaleras.
Your Princess Castle over there. Yeah, no, I haven't. On behalf of the crew, thank you for sailing with us.
I will confirm that, like all my friends said on the internet say, that the train station here is 2-story. There's a station down below in the lobby area. Everything here on Main Street is larger than Disneyland, including the castle, which is much closer and bigger. And everything here is prettier, in my opinion, so far. Love the forced perspective use. The larger buildings. And there goes Goofy. I'm at Edie's ice cream parlor at Disney World. This is tofu ice cream. They're wonderfully accommodating towards vegans. As vegans. So cheers to Disney for doing that. They have tofu, vanilla, and they also have chocolate. And they also have rice cream flavored for vanilla and also chocolate. Cheers, cheers, cheers. So vegans, yes, you have options here. But they need to do something about the Southern Plantation uniforms. That's not cool. Southern Plantation uniforms. This reminds me of the old boats area, lagoon that used to be behind the Finding Nemo submarines. Disneyland. So, over by Tomorrowland. And there's a bridge on Main Street with a moat right next to Tomorrowland Transit Authority. And the moat, the bridge goes into the castle.
Here
I am on the People Mover here in Tomorrowland. It's the first time I've been on this version of it. The old one at Disneyland. This is much faster, a little bit longer, and more detailed, more in-depth. And going into Carousel of Progress.
Report to your Star Cruiser and join me on
Buzz
this
Lightyear.
carry space mission. I'm gonna see you ever, sir.
As an honorary space ranger, you will use your own personal laser cannon to save the entire galaxy. So drop in and join Mike Wazowski and all his pals at Monsters Incorporated platform. Share the fun.
I don't have much of a battery left on my phone, so I'm just gonna go ahead.
Very good. Keep it moving.
Give
We're
an
on a
update later
tight
on.
schedule here.
So, I'm saving my battery for other events that are happening today. So I'll tell you about the other rides later on. Hopefully I'm going to meet Justin Scard at some point today. He should be around one of these 4 parks. I can only do 1 park today because I have to work later on this week. So I'll do the other 4 some other time, maybe next week. Other 3, excuse me. I'll check in with you later. Next time, the first thing I did when I got here was Stitch's Great Escape. This is the... No, I did Tinkerbell, then Stitch. Then I saw Tinkerbell meet and Stitch. Stitch is better on the internet. If you see the internet videos, you'll like it better. This is the first ride here. Next up is Space Mountain, followed by Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean. So I'm looking forward to the next the versions here in Florida. I chime in real quick to say I found John Burley, but I have not found Justin Scard. John Burley, good to see you. I know your brother Jim Burley very well in Disneyland. But John Burley, so good to see you finally. So Disney was interesting because I went there for the first time. You know, well, the special noteworthy thing is that person I came to see, in large part, we missed each other by a few minutes. Justin Scar posted his video from today, from the Sometimes vlog, was recorded just minutes after I got there. If you watch the earlier minutes of this video, you'll see that he and I just missed each other because some of the same things that he saw, like the cat and Mary Poppins and the marching band, I captured that on record, and also got the Cinderella's Castle. So just after, if I had waited by the marching band a little bit longer, he and I would have crossed paths. Isn't that something else? But I figured that I thought he went elsewhere. I thought he went in the Epcot. Ironically, in his video, he said that he said something about Epcot at the end of it in his video. If you watch his video, because I didn't know about his video until while I was in the park, because I was trying to figure out his location, so I can cross paths with him and connect. Because he and I are both West Coasters, and I've been in touch with them through YouTube for 2 years, watching videos and stuff, and interacting with them on Twitter. So it would have been cool to have finally met him here. So that's one reason why I drove all the way down from Charlotte, North Carolina, out here to meet him, because it's a rare occurrence that either of us would be out here, and we're out here on the same coast. And that's the same reason why I came out here to meet Adam the Woo and Tim Tracker last week, was because I'm hardly ever out here. So so Justin, sorry we missed each other by a few minutes, but it was great. It's great to at least know that I missed you by a few minutes. and if I had avoided Stitch's Greatest Escape and waited by the marching band, I would have seen you, because Stitch's Great Escape turned out to be a true waste of my time. Yeah. And oh man, that's the regret of the day. So I ended up, after I didn't see that Justin uploaded this video till after 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was and at that time I was over by Sleepy Hollow, near Rapunzel's trying to recharge my phone, and when I saw the video, I thought he had just recorded it until, and then he had uploaded it. But it looks like he uploaded it, he recorded it, and then spent some time at the park, and then went back to his hotel and uploaded it there. That's my guess, because I didn't see him the rest of the evening. Because after I saw the video, it was like 5:30, maybe 5:45, and I was, up until that point, I was focused on mainly enjoying the park, but I was having kind of a miserable time because it was so humid, and that weather makes things a little bit more dreadful to enjoy. And Disney World doesn't have the charm and sparkle that Disneyland does, so I was a little bit disappointed about that. I mean, I had my favorites, such as I like the people mover that exists, but it's not as showy and flashy as the original was at Disneyland. And I like the fact that I got to experience the original version of Space Mountain. Florida's version is the original version, not Disney's. That's why Disney takes so much freedom to alter it, because everybody knows that Disneyland, the Disneyland version is not the original version, so they take freedom and they alter it as they need to, as they want to. So it has undergone many changes since it's opened. Florida's version is larger, is noticeably larger, and but noticeably more bumpier too. But I like the fact that Florida's version in all the rides have spacier cars. I'm a 6'5" guy that weighs like over 300 pounds. And so it made me really happy to get into a Space Mountain car, and I was able to sit in it comfortably to some degree. The one at Disneyland is horrible to sit in. Yeah. So I didn't really care for that version of Space Mountain. It was like the original version of the Disneyland version, but minus the sun. There used to be a sun in the Disneyland version, and the lights were more pronounced than the Orlando version is. It isn't. The Orlando version just seems like we're just swirling around in a huge dark room. In Orlando's version, I am too scared to raise my hands even in the slightest, because those tracks look like they're horribly close together. Disneyland's version, there's some freedom in knowing that there's some distance in the tracks. And I feel the same way about Big Thunder Mountain. Big Thunder Mountain here in Orlando is just like it was when it first debuted at Disneyland in '77. It was dark at night, not really well lit, and but the Disneyland version is a lot more smooth. Orlando's version is rickety, and you don't want to raise your hands because the corners are kind of tight, and yeah. But so yeah. So I wanted to go see Pirates. Didn't get to see Pirates because that was in my. Because when I was in that, I was trying to find Justin, only to realize he wasn't there. Spent after 5:30, I spent like 4 hours trying to find Justin in that sea of people, and I kept looking for him and also his friend that's in the video, the red shirt, but couldn't find him. I think I saw his friend, but I wasn't 100% sure it was him. So I did see Haunted Mansion. Saw Haunted Mansion, loved Haunted Mansion more than Disneyland's version. Even though Disneyland's version has some elements that are better than the Florida version. But I like that the Florida version is more in depth and makes you feel like you've like you're more included in with the story than the Disneyland's version. Disneyland's version, it feels like you're just passing by, but Florida's version, Orlando's version, you're there, and it's like an induction. If that makes any sense. You kind of just sucks you into the story, and the story revolves around you. I like that hallway scene with the staircases. That was dramatic. I was like, oh my gosh. Wow. So, what else did I see? I also saw Peter Pan's Flight. that's better than the Disneyland version, and I like how they respected the original version by making it sound and somewhat look like it, but it had larger props and animations than the original version does, and yeah. So it was a little bit more fun. It had magic effects in the cube. You see Tinkerbell and flying around the room, and you're able to play with the bells above you, the invisible bells. That was cool. Didn't capture that. I didn't capture that on video for you to see because I was running low on battery at the time. So yeah. So I shall call this video "The Search for Justin Scar at Disney World." Or I'll call it something similar to that. Maybe not that title, but yeah, you'll see. Whatever it became. But go ahead and comment below, like, subscribe to this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching. My chances of going back to Disney World anytime soon, probably not, because I'm not really that fascinated with it, because it's lackluster compared to Disneyland. I was kind of disappointed. It didn't have the charm and magic of Disneyland, and all the employees were kind of grumpy, to quote Justin Scar, using his term, grumpy. So, just the ice cream workers at the plantation, the ice cream shop, they're dressed as the black ones are dressed like plantation maids, and I don't know how to feel about that, because they're so stereotypical of 1930s films that they made the black women look like Aunt Jemima, and so I was not feeling that about Disney World, about that particular shop. You saw that. I talked about that. So yeah, and nothing at Magic Kingdom is polished. Yeah. Like I said, lackluster. Everything's lackluster. Well, that's the end of my rant. I did several things, but I even did the Country Bear Jamboree. Saw that. I had to pay homage to the classics, and the Florida version is not as long as the Disneyland version used to be, and the Florida version is also shorter show. I mean, I said that. It's also a different show. It's called A Wild and Really Great Time. They took out the theme song. Nothing like the great outdoors, so you keep you warm. I missed that. What happened to it? But it just seemed like something that was paid tribute to itself, and just a short homage to its former glory. But it's great to see also the Carousel of Progress. I love that. I also love the Liberty Hall with the presidents. That was phenomenal. I see that they've updated that. So I've seen previous versions of it on YouTube, and this was right on time with Black History Month, and so I thought it was a fitting tribute to all the presidents. And I like how they did a roll call, and all the presidents now respond to their names and also look at each other while certain characters are talking. That was interesting. Oh, and you gotta love the narration by Morgan Freeman, and the fact that they actually had Barack Obama to do his part. Yeah. So as far as charm, when you first approach Magic Kingdom, it immediately amazes you with the larger buildings and the larger castle. But it's when you look closer at the finer things, you notice that it's not as perfect as Disneyland. So that, yeah, that's what I was a little bit annoyed at. And there's nothing they could do about the weather, but worker morale needs to be a little bit better. Disneyland's not perfect as far as weather is as well, because it gets hot there too. It's a drier heat. I'm trying to figure out which is worse, the nasty, moist heat here in Florida or the dry heat. And I think I'd rather go for the dry heat because it goes away. Florida's nasty, moist heat kind of stays the entire day. And if you go on a water ride, it makes you feel even worse. Oh, man. And that park is larger. And so 12 hours of walking around that park, and especially looking for somebody that I consider a friend, a YouTube friend. Man, a lot on the feet. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for sticking around to see me continue to ramble. All right, love you guys. Peace. Justin, see you next time. Whatever next time is going to be. It's not going to be today. Or it might be the next time you come down to Orlando. Or it might be the next time I come out to LA. Because I have family in LA still. I don't plan on living on the East Coast in Charlotte, North Carolina, or Orlando for very long. I'm kind of bouncing between the two at the moment. But not really, yeah. At some point, I'll come visit the other 3 parks down here, including also Orlando. Making that 4 parks. 6 parks, excuse me. Possibly SeaWorld as well, 7. Aquatica, maybe. Yeah, that's it. That's my rambling. Did I forget anything else? That's it. Fast Pass. Love Fast Pass there. That's it. Bye.